And I'm in my market again. I've just realised that I don't have any audio. So I need to sort that out. So I've made a couple of changes here since last time. So I've extended this route here so that I've got more space for grabbing things from that conveyor belt. And then these items. So the idea here is that I can just dump any overflow stuff in this storage depot and it will automatically get sorted along the right conveyor belts to be reused for making stuff. And I've moved the overflow items along here, although this little indent here is not great. So at some point I might need to come and fix this and straighten things up a little, but hopefully I'll be able to get it functioning just for the time being. And then sort of move my storage, because I was creeping the storage and the assembly machines were creeping inwards and I was running out of space to move stuff around. So the idea here is that I just have access to everything that I need to go building. And I think I've got most of the raw materials now. What I really need to set up is conveyor belts, because those 97 conveyor belts are all that I have at the moment. Because as you can see, I've been doing stuff like I hooked up some stone that's feeding into the system. And obviously there's all this spaghetti here. So next priority is going to be conveyor belts and just generally this logistics stuff. And I would like to make Mark II conveyor belts because, yeah, sticking with just Mark 1 is not great for speed. Hello, Iron. How you doing? I need to sort my audio out, so I'm just going to tab out quickly and change that. If I can. Would help if I pause the game, probably, so I don't get attacked by anything. And for some reason, my cold is worse today than it was, and I don't know why. I had a nice little coughing fit earlier, which is why I might sound a bit rough at the moment. Hopefully I'll manage. Okay, so I have audio again. I should turn on some music too. Settings. There we go. Should have done this before starting the stream, but dinner took a little while longer to cook than I was expecting, so I've only just finished eating. There we go. Yay, got some music. Got some, yeah. A little market coming together. So I think what I'm going to do with this logistics stuff is sort of have it in a row, because the previous tier... Where am I flying to? The previous tier is always an ingredient for the next tier. So that's not the menu that I wanted. If we have a look, got Mark 1 conveyor belt, and then Mark 2 conveyor belt needs the Mark 1 and also an extra material, and the same for rank 3. And then these sorters are the same. They sort of build on what's gone before. So I shall need to... Well, I would like to group them together. And I think from a usage point of view, it makes sense to have them close together as well. Okay, do I have... Yeah, I've got a few motors, which is what I just set up. I guess I could take those sorters too. And destroy that. Yay! You've built a slime farm that doesn't crash the entire server. That's good. I don't know if you've got any plans for what you're doing with that slime. Right, I'm recovering a few conveyor belts as well while I'm here. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Do I have any? Yeah, I've got a few. Ah, stop it. This keeps filling up. I don't really want to make more of these because they're not very useful. That's the jammer tower, but the range on it is so small that you just functionally can't actually use it for anything. Okay, I need to remember splitters and stuff like that, so I'm going to leave that here for the time being so that I don't forget about it. Excuse me. Right. Yeah, slime farm is good. Make a few flying machines. Tree farms. Ah, yes. That's a good idea. I found a little bit of jungle wood. Put some trapdoors down in the street lights. But by the time... So I wanted to get a hoe enchanted with fortune so that I could get the saplings. And that took me like a good 2 hours. I still don't know how. But like I had to do something with the XP farm, and then I had to actually get the enchant, and then I needed some more diamonds, and I needed some iron because it kept giving me silk touch from the table. Nothing ever takes as long as you think it will. It's like, oh, this will be a quick thing. Nope, not at all. Well, lucky you. Well, I mean, some of that was just general faffing around. You know what I'm like. I get distracted easily. Okay, so I want a little logistics hub. So got the conveyor belt, which is iron and cogs, and then that is iron and the microchip circuit board, whatever it's called. Always get it muddled up. Okay. And then that's got all 3 of those as well. Is there some... I'm just wondering, is there some way that I can put that down? I guess if I put this splitter thing as the first assembly machine... This will make sense in a second, I hope. I really hope. Get rid of those sorters. Okay. So if I make that machine be for splitters, buildings. It's odd that it's called a building. I know why it's called a building, but it's still like, it's tiny compared to my robot. Well, maybe it's not that tiny actually. It's nearly as tall as I am. Anyway, yes. Because this uses all 3 of those lovely little ingredients. So maybe I could have those conveyors all running past this machine. And then it can grab them as they go by. Seems like it might work. Okay. I am going to keep flicking back and forth between my thingy-mabob menu. Replicator. There we go. That's a word. I've seen the new baby mobs. No, not since the last short that you sent me. Or whatever they... Real? Is that what they're called? I do like that they made it so you can keep them tiny forever. So what's the point in having cute mobs if they just disappear all the time? Right. Oh dear. Yeah, let's focus on the logistics, because I need all of this at some point. But let's focus, as I said, on the logistics stuff first. Okay. I mean, to be honest... Ooh. My little robot having a dance then. To be honest, these are all going in a row anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. But I think I do want to move this, not all the way over there. I do want to move this so I can have 2 conveyor belts running down that side. Which I think I will have to put it there to make space for that. I've been playing another game called Microtopia, which is another factory game with ants in it that you control. And that lets you just pick up buildings and move them. And I miss that functionality. Because you can copy buildings, but it would be nice to actually just pick up the thing that I'm currently using and move it somewhere else. Okay, so I need to get some cogs. I need to get some microchips. So let's run both of those down this side. And hope that I've got enough conveyor belt to do that. Okay, right. Thank you. And I'm trying not to get in the way of my thingy-mabobs depots. Okay, I think I want to drop this down after turning the corner. Seems sensible. Also, this, like, being able to drop vertically is definitely confusing me. Okay, so I can't put it there, so I need to put it there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I pull this back one, then maybe I can come over here and then drop it straight down. So what baby mobs has Minecraft, or will Minecraft be adding then? Okay, I think if I can get it somewhere. I find it very hard to actually place these where I want them. Oh, that was good actually. Yeah, that's nice. And then we can drop it all the way down. Yep, just like that. And then drag that along there. And then you can go in there. And I need to put a splitter, rather, in there. I need to go... Oh, I guess I could... maybe... I really should use my words more, shouldn't I? So what I'm wondering about is whether I want to use this sort of splitter, whether it goes across at the bottom. It's, yeah, in like a cross shape rather than a straight line, so that the ports are at a different angle. But the problem with that is it's slightly wider than this one, so I wouldn't be able to put it right next to a conveyor belt. Yeah, it's colliding. So I would need to move it over one. But I don't know if that's a huge issue. Yeah, I think that might work. Because this central bit I'm not entirely sure about anyway. I just want it working well enough. Yep, satellite substation. I queued a load of random research. And they added this hollow beacon, which is... basically sounds a lot like a Minecraft beacon if it didn't give you any buffs. It's a way of putting markers down on the map, which is quite handy. I don't know what it looks like when it's done, but I guess I shall find out when I manage to build one of those. Okay, yeah, I think this is more sensible shape for my splitter here. Because then I've got this line coming straight off, but otherwise, if I used one of those configurations, I'd have to like have one going out the front to go one way and then one going out the back to go the other way, and that seems odd when they are actually in a straight line. Yay! Hollow beacon. What do I need to make that? I think I did look when I keyed the recipe. A mishmash of random things, sure. Okay, so now you can get some microchips. And then I need some iron, which I'm going to bring down the front here, I think. Is there any reason to... I'm testing stuff out at the moment. Right, will that reach? No, that won't reach. Okay, so I do need to go around the front. That is fair enough. Right, I'm going to catch up on chat. We found the zombie husk drowned zombie villager piglin babies. The big heads, big bobble head. Okay. Oh, baby zombified piglins. And no, it's the zoglins. They're the cute ones. That's what I'm thinking of. I managed to catch one. So the first time I played Minecraft, I did well, that wasn't with my family. I did a creative server. No, not creative, peaceful mode. And then I got completely lost in the nether, of course. But I also found one of the zoglins, and I was like, this is so cool, I need it as a pet. And I trapped it in some fences. And then it was right next to a warped mushroom, and I had no idea that they were afraid of the warped mushrooms, so the poor thing was just constantly running in terror. And then I think it probably despawned, because I'm not sure I knew how to name tag stuff to make it not despawn. So, yeah. I was not a good zookeeper back when I first started Minecraft. Okay, so this one doesn't need to lead into anything else. As far as I know, it's not used as a, what's the word, ingredient for anything. So I probably still want to check my little storage dump over there. I made him a torture chamber. Yeah, accidentally. Accidental torture chamber. I didn't know. I plead ignorance. Okay. No, that's gonna... everything's gonna interfere with everything else, I think, here. Maybe? Maybe. I think possibly I can get that to work. So yeah, with this stuff, I think instead of having storage leading all the way through, because I'm probably not going to get so many splitters in my inventory that I want to dump them off. So like, unlike these motors where I've just got loads and these circuit boards that I don't need and this iron that I've managed to pick up and that stuff and these turbines, like all that stuff is stuff that I don't really want in my inventory, and these cogs, of course. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get to that point with the splitters. Oh, I got one of these for researching it. I forgot that was a thing. So I could actually put that down. It sort of looks like some sort of troll from here. It's got like a little face and some ears. And then little green hair sticking up. It's got its hands together. Don't know if that's just me. But yeah, I think maybe for the buildings, I will have a different system for them. Potentially. Because what I can do is just continue this conveyor belt off, and then in the previous iteration that I did of this idea, I just had like a storage facility which would accept lots of different types of buildings into it. So I'll probably do that again just over here. Just in case I do end up sending anything to that storage. But yeah, I think it's just going to get a bit too complicated if I'm trying to run conveyor belts for everything that I'm making. And also, I don't know how high I can go with these conveyor belts. I don't want to, like, reach my limit. So, instead, I shall just do a little storage depot. Which is not going to be full of 30 stacks. That would be a bit excessive. I should probably also make storage depot soon. Because I'm running low. And everything that I want to produce here is going to go in a storage depot before it goes anywhere else. I'm also just wondering if I should move this depot across just in case there is anything else that I want to send down the line. That's probably a good idea. Right, get rid of you. I am sorry about my throat. I don't know what's wrong with it. Other than general brokenness. Right. No, not enough room. Yes, it doesn't like going across the grid line, but maybe this will be better? If I can actually click on the right thing. Yeah, there we go. There we go, that's working. I think I'll put that just down to 1, because I think these stack to like 50. And that's probably enough. I don't know if I'm ever going to need more than 50 in one go. Okay. Could bring the iron down on this track instead, but I think that's nitpicking, and I'm going to try not to nitpick. So instead what I'm going to do is make some conveyor belts, because I am definitely running low. Let's get rid of that. So and yeah, I'm afraid this is not an overly exciting stream, but it will be useful. Once this is done, it's going to be so handy to just be able to pick up everything that I need for building in one spot. And also the way I've built this is if I'm using a lot of a particular material, then I can expand out this way to make sure that I've got good supply coming in. That is my logic anyway. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. So I can't go there because of, I don't know, something with the grid lines is too close, but I can curve it in this way. Make things a bit more compact. Don't know if that's going to help. But it makes me feel better, because it's all nice and close together. I could probably do that here as well, actually. Let's give it a try. And again, this is like the nitpicking. If I move these one block further out, maybe I could condense things even further. But there is a limit to how long I want to spend doing this. Maybe that can be a job for off stream when I'm, you know, in one of those moods where I don't actually want to think very much, but I still want to feel vaguely productive. So I could just come along and squidge everything closer together. And one block further this way, or one grid space further this way. That definitely sounds like something I would do. Okay, so got some conveyor belts there, so I need a storage unit for those to go into. I think this will work. I might need to move it away. No, it's all good. So yeah, they can just go straight into that storage, and then I'll have like 3 stacks of those, I think. They can slowly build up, hopefully not too slowly. And then I do want to make some of the Mark II conveyor belts. These ones I can, like, I know how to make everything. I've got the recipes unlocked to make everything here. But I haven't actually started producing those blue things, mag rings. Super magnetic ring. Actually, I do have the ingredients. So I've got the turbines there. I'm not actually making energetic graphite down here. But yeah, stuff like this, the electro or the super magnetic ring, I would rather build a factory somewhere else and then ship it into this little marketplace rather than construct it here. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do for that particular one. Right. And then I need some sorters. Don't collide with anything. I'm going to change you to be a sorter. There we go. And then I need this little buddy and the iron. And I need some more power as well, because that's just out of range. Right, let's get rid of that. Get my precious conveyor belts back. Just stick that along there. And then another depot. So I think next up is going to be making more depots and then making power. Automating the power stuff. Right, you can go in there. Probably 2 stacks of these. I've already got quite a lot in my inventory. That's fine. There's also... So, in the recipe, you need a lot more conveyor belts. It's not like 1-to-1. I need 3 of the Mark 1s. Oh, it does make 3 of the Mark 2s, actually. So, don't mind me, but... yeah, just for one craft, it needs 3. Okay. It's me not quite remembering stuff properly. Yeah, and then I'll worry about all of the actual assemblers and stuff like that later. I might run out of soil piles for expanding this as well. I don't know how many soil piles I have. Not enough. Less than 5,000 apparently. Which is not good. It's because I've been filling in this ocean here. And not tearing down hills. I can try and fix that later. Okay. I'm gonna hop back over. How are we doing? The dark fog have attacked a couple of times, but so far my defenses have been holding. Right, what's wrong with you? You're running out of materials. You're fine. Stop complaining. Okay. So, I could destroy that one now. I've just made those. And then I want foundation, which is steel and the stone slabs. And then I want these as well. Iron and stone, steel and stone. Okay. So these can sort of all sit together quite happily. Let's get rid of all of them. Get some conveyor belts back. Do you like getting conveyor belts back? Okay, that's just stone. Yeah, why not? Okay. Back to my little marketplace. Maybe I should put a beacon down in my marketplace. And then we can see what it looks like. What would that be under? Environment modification? Yes. Hello. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to be taking any stuff off of there. Ah. Kinda cute. Right. Market. So yeah, I've been promised that this is highly useful and visible. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Make it dance. Bidoop, bidoop. Anyway, stop getting distracted. Yeah. And it still shows up when I'm in space view. That's nice as well. Because part of the problem with this game is if I zoom out, you can see we've got all these different stars. If I zoom out more, you can see we've got all these different stars. And I put factories down, and then I needed to have a spreadsheet so that I'd remember what planet I'd built various different factories on. And also what resources around. Oh, you're refilling, are you? Yay. Can watch the dark fog get stronger in action in real time. Yay. Lovely. Okay, yeah. I will agree that that is going to be useful for navigating around and not forgetting where I've put everything. Okay. We should be making... yeah. Restocking conveyor belts, which makes me very happy. And then I can dump off this stone and steel and stuff. So we do have a lot of things going around, which is kind of suboptimal at the moment. But as things get in progress, hopefully I'll be able to fix that. Okay, those can go as well. Like this, these have just been going around forever. Because I don't have a... actually, I should take this copper out. Yeah, I don't have any sorter for those, so they're just going round and round forever. But some of this stuff, presumably, will make its way into the system. Okay. There was something that I was looking at that used microchip, but I don't think it's circuit boards. What are they? One day I will remember what they are. Circuit boards. Okay. So yeah, what I'm after is the depot, the bigger depot, and then what was the other thing? The foundation, which is an item, which is why I couldn't see it. Okay. So I need some stone bricks. bricks, not slabs. Stone bricks. I need to get them along into this little route here. And try and do it in a vaguely organised manner. Which might be asking a lot from me. Okay. So, yeah, so I've got those going along that way. Yeah, this is where I'm going to run into trouble because I can't put the conveyor belt along there. Although I guess I could just... Yeah, I could move this onto this line here. That might be more sensible. Right, I shall undo you. Move it across here. Is that gonna... Yeah, that's colliding with something. Okay. And then that's going to need to come up and over this thingy-mabob. Very technical term there. But considering that I want to break it off anyway, I might as well just put a sorter here. If I can actually select it. There we go. Okay. Guess it would probably help if I actually ran a line out from there. Oops. Just bumped into my microphone. Right, so I need to put another splitter here because I need some of this iron to come out. And then I did start moving steel along, but it's somewhere. Yep, it's here. I didn't get very far with it. And okay, that's not going to be in the way because I'm trying to put it on here. Okay. Yeah, this is where I run into issues with actually placing the conveyor belts how I want them to be. Because it's trying to connect to that iron one and I don't want it to. I want it to run nicely on top of it, although I think I might have to go up another one. Make sure it gets over this conveyor belt here. Oops. Yeah, I don't know how they could do this better, but I'm sure they could. Right. What's wrong with you there? That's not entirely what I want to do. Okay. I will get there eventually. Promise. I mean, I guess I could connect it like that, but then I need to break this quickly before steel goes in all the wrong places. Because I don't want steel to end up in my... whatever these are. Magnetic coil ring place storage. Words are hard sometimes. Okay. So now I need to go up 3, I think. Right, can I just drag this all the way along and keep it in a straight line? Maybe? Maybe? Okay, yeah. That's looking good. I don't need it to come quite this far, but I just wanted to be in the clear space so that I had some room to work. I need to put in a splitter for this iron. I think I'm going to run into the same problem I had here because I'm going one to either side. Okay, let's get rid of you for the time being. Okay, and then I want this to go up in there. Very good. And then hopefully I've got enough room to come out here. No, I don't. Darn it. And have to move this. Oops. This destroys some conveyor belt. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, and because I don't need to take anything off of there, I could just bring it around like that instead. Make it a bit more tucked in, and then this can come along this way. I am looking forward to the One Piece live action season 2. Is it March that's out? I believe. And I need some steel as well. I think I can use a straight one for. Yeah. The trailer looked good. March 10th. There we go. Yeah. Should be fun. Ow. Got an itch. Got fleas. Such a shame. Oops. I did not mean to zoom out that far. We got a nice overview of all the work that I've done. Trying to make it look slightly less spaghetti-like. And with varying success. Okay, so again, I'm going to stick these all in a row. Because there's no reason not to. I'm never going to be at a stage where, like, the whole point of this is that these just tick away over time. So I'm never going to be at a stage where I'm like, oh, I need a whole nother assembler to make depots for me. Because the point is that this is just chugging away and filling up storage. Yes, the question is, do I want to go out this way with the storage or out that way? I'll keep going out the front like I did with these. I mean, it sort of makes sense because like Mark II conveyor belt is going to be here. But I think with the grid getting tighter, I'm going to run into issues if I try and keep building too far along that way. Probably. Maybe? I'll try it. It's only... Okay, that's going to be too close. I bet. Yeah. So I can't do that. Oops. No, go away, sorter. So I need to go like that, and then... That doesn't need to take anything from there. And then that would need to go like that, and now I'm running into my... stone line. So yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Not a good plan there. Okay, we're about to get attacked soon, so we can keep an eye on that. So far, nothing's been breaking. Like, it's been damaging stuff, but there's nothing that's been destroyed by the dark fog, so hopefully I've got good coverage. But of course I need to, you know, just keep an eye on things. I might need to strengthen defenses, because I'm pretty sure the waves get more intense as time goes by. So I need to check that things are keeping up and we're not going to have a breakthrough of dark fog, because if they get past the defensive line, there are no other defenses and they would just like completely wreck everything. I don't know where they would head first. They seem to be, it seems to be kind of random what direction they decide to attack. Yeah, I haven't worked out if there's a logic yet. We're just going to watch these for 0.2% more threat, because why not? So it's level 2 now. It's nearly level 3, actually. Exit 8. I've not heard of that. Okay, where are you going? Right, they're going this way. So yeah, you can see they do quite some heavy damage. Oh, there's a laser beam. Pew. Ah, they managed to destroy one of my turrets. 2 of my turrets. Okay. That's not good. So I need to strengthen defenses a little, I guess. I got to see the pew lasers in progress. Do I not have one? Oh no, I did. There we go. So yeah, I think I need the actual item. It's not just repairing it. I think I do actually need the item to replace it. And yeah, you can see all this junk that gets collected is flowing into my storage system to be redistributed across all of this space. What's... Ooh, is that a glass shard, actually? This little glowy thing that's... an energy shard. Okay, that's something specific to the dark fog that I've not seen before. Chemical fuel. Oops. Disappeared before I had a chance to read it. I could just turn this off or like set the filter to something that isn't in here. So if I set the filter to the drain, it will just stop outputting. And then stuff will collect in here and I can actually see what it is. Ooh. Okay. I didn't realise that you could proliferate fuel and that would have an impact on energy. That's interesting. That's probably something I should be doing. I don't know if I can do anything else with it though, because I don't think the energy is very good compared to what I'm using. No, the energy it provides is quite low compared to what I've got going on at the moment. So yeah, I think I'll just hang on to that rather than burning it and then see if it becomes an ingredient for something later on. But that is interesting. Yeah, I do seem to be collecting more copper than I need from this stuff. Right, let's unfilter this sorter so that everything starts going round again. Back into the system. I guess I could just increase... There we go, because my copper's not hooked up yet to anything, so there's no reason not to increase the amount that I'm storing at the moment. And that's just slowly filling up. But yeah, at some point... Okay, so I did already hook up the iron to somewhere. Exit 8 is a game, but it also had a movie that only released in Japan. And now the movie is going worldwide. Oh, that's cool. What sort of game is it? I do not need 30 stacks of depots. That would be a bit ridiculous. I think just one stack will do. And I probably shouldn't have put that right there, because I still need to get my stone slabs in there. I know they're not called stone slabs, but it's what my brain is full of, so that's how I'm going to refer to them. Okay. Conveyor belt from... Yeah, I think that's the right one. Hopefully. Yep. And down to the ground. Yay. Okay, I'm running out of stuff to research. It's just... Setting up this sort of stuff takes a long time. And I have unlocked purple science as well, which is in technologies. Let's pause the game. Yeah, the information matrix, but I need particle broadband, which I'm not even making at the moment. Where's that recipe? I think I need plastic for it. Yeah. So I need the crystal silicon, I need plastic, I need carbon nanotubes. Not sure I'm making any of these. Well, I'm making plastic, but not in any great number. So yeah, that is a job that is going to wait for another day. Right. More Tesla belt. Okay, so I'm going to be making some mini storage. And then you can go there. And that can be big storage. Very technical term. So I need to get steel. And I think what I'm going to do is just run the steel along this way as well. Although maybe that means I want to... Oops, use that sort of splitter. Actually, there is a version of the splitter which, yeah, has a smaller profile, which probably makes more sense. Why are you in the way? Okay, apparently that's telling me it's happy. So who am I to argue? Oh yep, just about, just grazing it there. Okay. Yep, and then down to ground. Good stuff. Oh, I probably wanted to go down to the ground a little bit sooner. There we go. On a steep decline. Only of my conveyor belts though. Right, I might need to do some wiggling here because I think it's going to get too narrow otherwise. Okay, so yep. Also don't need 30 stacks of those. But you know, 2 stacks is nice. And then one more of these, and this is for my foundation. Which is an item. There we go. And then let's see what this stone brick... Oh, okay. is being somewhat useful. Yeah, can't connect there, it's too close. Right. Tie off the loose ends. Yep, all nice and tidy. And then I need another depot. Collide with another object. Where do I want to put this? I'm going to try there and see if one of these will connect. Yeah. Right. Okay. And I think I was doing like 4 stacks of foundation is probably a good plan. And then make sure that I actually have some in my inventory. Okay. What's wrong with you? Oh, we've run out of stone bricks. Okay, so one of the other jobs here is going to be upgrading these so that they're faster, because I don't have a whole lot of throughput at the moment. The items are there, but they're just not going through the system quickly enough to keep up. But I need to make those sorters, really. I guess for now I can upgrade you. And I've got... yeah. Upgrade you as well. Probably the steel. Okay. And I guess the input... don't know. Don't know if the input needs upgrading or not. That can be something I find out later. Still got plenty of stuff going around here. Okay. So yeah, that's the foundation done. Right, I really need to do something to get more soil piles. Because otherwise I'm going to run out of room. The other stuff I wanted to do was this sort of stuff. So I want power going along. Yeah, they share. That's just completely random. I think what I'm going to do there is just drone in. So using these little logistics distributors to bring in these energy capsule things that I've forgotten what they're called. Plasma exciter? Yes. Yep, that'll work. Now, do these count as logistics? Do I want to put them in this way? That is a question that I don't know how to answer at the moment. I might put the assembler in the line as well, considering that it uses the same materials that I've already got coming down that way. So that does seem like a sensible idea. Because then I just carry those on. Foundation required. Soil piles required. Okay. I'm going to do some deforestation and hope that this stuff is high. Or at least higher than what I'm using at the moment. Yes! Okay, that's... The ground is shrinking, so that's a good sign. I'm getting some soil piles. Also, one of my friends who I got into this game told me about increasing the foundation size using the plus or the minus key, which is pretty cool. So I kind of like it having, like, so it's big enough to do one grid space. Okay, need to sort the research out. Because that's nice and tidy. And at the moment I have it set so that it just replaces it with terrain rather than actual foundation pattern. But I could change this so that it's like actual colours. But that's kind of boring. You can also, yeah, you could just like make all sorts of colours. You could write stuff if you were so inclined, which I'm not. I like the plain ground effect. It's boring. It makes it hard to see where I've already put foundation down, unless I've got foundation in my hand, but you know, I like the natural terrain look. Okay, that's netted me a few foundation piles, which is what I wanted. Soil piles, rather. Okay. Did you miss? Yes. Always answer when nature calls. It's very important. I was just gathering some soil piles, so I've done some deforestation. And now, hopefully I've got enough soil to build this up so that I can actually place down the next part of my market. And I need to grab some more foundation. Okay. And we're still not getting enough stone slabs through, but at the moment there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Oh, we have actually run out. Okay. Yeah. The idea... Oh, whoops. No. Stop it. I don't need that many storage units. Oh dear. Well, I guess I'm well stocked up for later. Oops. Maybe that's why it was having such a struggle. So yeah, eventually this will reach equilibrium and the belts will start backing up again. That's what we're looking for. Ah. Sorry. The airing is because I've got an itchy arm. So I scratch it and then it hurts. Life's tough, you know. How's your foot doing, by the way? Is it recovering from your egg frying incident? What am I making? One of these, yeah, because it's got all the same materials, so I think it makes sense to stick it along here. Even though it's not really a logistics item. Oops, no, attach. But it's also something that has different tiers, so it sort of makes sense for it to be with everything else that has different tiers. Okay. Fine. Are you gonna just be really upset with me wherever I try and put you? Yeah. Okay, hopefully that works. Yep, good. Okay. And then some of this iron could go into... Nice. And then I need a storage unit. Yeah, I think we'll do 2. I don't know how high they stack, actually. If they stack to like 50, then I probably don't need that many. Because these machines, so they're very slow compared to the upgraded rank. So you tend not to use them very often, other than at the start of the game. Also, at some point, there's an upgraded smelter. Right, I should do my research key, because I've just finished everything there. So while my foundation ticks back up and my stone slabs get made, let's have a look at research. So I feel like my research has definitely outpaced my on-the-ground production of things. I really want to make the Corvette, but I'm not making purple science yet. Didn't get a blister or anything. Oh, good, good, good. Yeah. Gotta react quick. Supersonic missiles. That sounds fun. Sure, let's key that. I'm not going to be making them anytime soon, but why not key them? Signal tower, yeah. Might as well. It still scares me because it increases hatred. I'm not sure I want to increase the dark fog's threat level. Yeah, let's key that. And then this plasma turret, I can't key that yet. So everything with the purple science I can't key. Suppressing capsule, I just don't know if it's going to be useful. Yeah, particle collider's fun. And then my throat's going. Yep, still don't ever know why I would want that. But maybe there's some smart people out there that do know why I would want that. Right, I'm not even making Proliferator Mark II yet, so I don't really know if I need Mark III, but let's pause this as well. So I've got all of this stuff I can queue. I can make solar sails, but I'm not doing so yet. I also haven't made any pile sorters. Ah dear. Right. Yeah, let's increase our logistics bot range, because those are quite handy. And then this is... I don't know if these are... Okay, so logistics drone and logistics bots. Okay. And there's also logistics vessels, which are the interstellar ones. So I don't know if you can increase their carrying capacity at all. Maybe it's one of these ones. Yeah, at some point further up in the research tree. Oh, research speed. Oh, of course he uses that. Oh well, can't key that yet. It's fine. And yeah, at some point I guess I should build this energy shield as well to protect the base. Okay, back to... Oh, that's the dark fog base. Back to the old market to see what I've still got to do. Okay. So yeah, various engines and drones. I've just made those. Need to do the power. I need to do my Mark II sorters. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make... Do I... Yeah, I think I need to have all of this weaponry stuff as well. So actual ammo is going to be its own thing, I think. Although here, like the engines... I don't know. Either way, I shall think about ammo later. But I think maybe I want to make the actual turrets within the marketplace. Yeah, they do share some materials, so that's kind of handy. No, I should probably make these beacons somewhere as well. It's just, I don't know. There's so much. There's so much to do. And it'll be nice once it's done, but it's not the most exciting thing to do because mostly I'm just thinking about where I want to put stuff. Okay. But progress is being made. Also need to decide what I want to do in my next Minecraft stream. I could build that chicken coop, which you were going to send me a diagram of where I should put it. Because you were talking about making it an L shape attached to something, and I wasn't quite understanding. So yeah, no hurry, because obviously that's not until next Monday, but if you want to send that across at some point, that'll be good. Okay, what do I want to make next? Probably some more soil piles, so that I can cover in this last bit of ocean. Turn everything into a barren desert covered with factories. As it should be. Okay. Yeah, I need to remember that I am putting like the pile sorter and stuff along here. So that uses some really random materials. And those two share the same ones. Yeah, I think some of this is going to be shipped in with logistics drones from elsewhere. Should really get some fusion power going as well. Just like... I feel like I'm unlocking stuff faster than I can actually get it out and on the ground. Not that that's a bad thing. It's better than just waiting forever for something to unlock while I've got basically nothing to do. Okay. So I think that what I'm getting at is I can't put the power here because I'm going to be putting some other stuff here. So maybe power goes along this way. Which means I definitely need to get my foundation out. Maybe I should be paying a bit more attention because I don't need to put the foundation there. You can see it sort of, it raises the ground a lot bigger than the actual square of foundation. Right, we are rapidly running out of soil piles again. But we should be okay with some power generation stuff to go down here. I need to be careful about that as well. So, what am I going to make? I'm going to make some Tesla towers. I'm going to make some wind turbines. Do they share? Yeah. They share a couple of materials, which is always nice. And then the wireless power tower uses the Tesla tower. And then the satellite substation uses the wireless power tower. This is the big like dome power thing that I was talking about. Hi Shannon, how you doing? Have you played Dyson Sphere before? Have you heard about it before? The nice thing about it is there's no... Well, there are monsters, but they don't jump out at you to eat you. They just sit nice and calm. Where are they? Yeah. They just sit here and then every now and again they attack you, but they give you a nice bit of warning. So yeah, I'm doing something that's kind of a bit finicky because it's using lots of different materials to make lots of little things that I don't need very many of. So it's yeah, a bit of an awkward part of the game. What I like in this game is like big factories that are all making the same thing because they're fun to put together. So like rows of this stuff is all making the same item and then feeding it into different places. But what have I got? Oh, I thought that was a beacon then. It's the same color basically as my beacon that I've got in the marketplace. But yes, this is useful. It's like doing your chores. You don't enjoy it, but when it's done, it feels good. Right. I guess I could, as I'm not doing the storage on the end, I could also move this way a bit as well. Yeah, I think that's probably a smart idea. Okay, so I need one of these thingy-mabobs. And then I can make some wind turbines. Is that going to be enough room? Probably not. So I'm trying to leave enough space for my conveyor belts to come along the side of it. And I need... So the cogs can go there. I don't think that's a viable spot. Nope. So I need to move this back at least 2. So yeah, 1, 2. And then I should be able to put the... Oh, it's going to be a bit wonky. Because we're on the side of the grid lines, but this can be my Tesla tower then. Yeah. Use the limestone glass you have in my Minecraft world to build a pattern around the beacon beams. Yeah, I could do. Considering there is already a little bit of overlap between my Minecraft world and Dyson Sphere Program. From a deep lore point of view. So yeah, it sort of makes sense that they're also connected. But everything just looks so wonky at this place to the pole. Yeah, I don't know if I like that or not, but I guess I'll find out later. I will decide later if it bugs me too much. Okay, so we're having a distinct iron issue. Iron, not I am. Which might be due to this. At least partly. Also, I probably just generally need more iron production, considering that the steel is using it, the cogs are using it. Everything's using iron. Oh. When I edit it, it's coming out when I've managed to edit it. Currently, so the unedited version, which is just like a string of clips that make up the video, is 45 minutes long. The edited part of the video, which I'm happy with, is 18 seconds long. So there's a little way to go before it's ready. But I will try and work on that this week, what's left of it. But yeah, I was sick and away, and then I had an interview, more than one interview actually, for the same job, which is good because it means I made it through to the next stage, but also just effort. So yeah, unfortunately the editing has kind of fallen a little to the wayside, but I will get back into it, I promise. Oh right, I need a splitter from here again. Yeah, I need to split off these cogs and send them over that way. I know, I'm trying. It's actually, I think it's been like 5 weeks. It's been over a month, I'm sure. Which is not good. I don't want a repeat. It's definitely not a repeat of the ice farm. That almost went bad. Ice farm video. Because the footage that I have, I'm happy with it. Which the problem with the ice farm was that the footage I had was not in a good state for actually turning into a video. Whereas, are you gonna go in where I want you to? Yes, vaguely. Whereas yeah, the footage is fine. Yes, thank you. But it's just like the actual editing is causing me some issues. But I'm hoping like once I actually sit down and get to it, then things will be fine. How have I run out of slots again? Oh dear. So the whole point of doing this was that I could like move things, yeah, like have a line of materials going along and then also take them out to use them, and I'm causing myself dead ends, which is not what the plan was. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo that because yeah, just trust me on this one. Actually, I could swap these over. Maybe? Question mark? Okay. Right. So that goes in there. And then it comes out of the bottom one. Maybe. And into that machine. And then these can come along this way. Yeah. Yeah. It's a bit inefficient because this is traveling across 2 blocks. But it's fine. I think it's better than making some sort of plait out of these conveyor belts to get them to overlay each other. Okay, so I've got the mag rings coming along, which I'm pretty sure I need for something. Yes, I need for both of those that I'm trying to make now. Okay. So yeah, the next issue is going to be getting past this splitter where it's poking out. But I shall endeavour to succeed. Yeah, hopefully I can get my next Minecraft video out. Not too distant future. So I'm going to have a look at the calendar actually while we're on that subject. Because from like the 21st to the 25th I'm on holiday. Because it's my dad's 70th birthday. So I'm going to go and visit him and we'll have a little party for him. So what I should do is get the video done before then. Hopefully. Because otherwise it's like another week where it's not going to be done. So that is going to be the plan. Hopefully sooner than that. But it all depends on just how well I can get back into editing. I shall give you an update next Monday with my progress. Yeah, look at that splat. I don't know if I can go... No, why'd you do that to me? Okay, I was hoping, because it's at a higher level, that I'd be able to like sneak in this little gap here, but apparently that's not allowed. So I might have to do some... awkward conveyor angles here to get past. Okay. How many hermits have you caught up to? I am, yes, I'm also behind with Hermit Craft watching. Well, I did just watch Rian's latest episode, and I think I'm up to date with Mumbo, and I'm up to date with Scar. Everyone else is a work in progress. That is not... So I want to come out of this splitter, but I want to come out on the first floor. I think I'm doing that. Okay. And then what I'm going to try and do is go there and then see if I can come off at a diagonal. Not down onto there. Just like that. Oh, look. It's janky. That's what we're doing. We're doing jank. Okay. Just... It's fine. Everything is fine. Oh, Joel. Yeah. That reminds me. I am up to date with Joel and his crazy shenanigans. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah, that's the one that goes to both of them, and then the cogs only go to this first one. Yeah, that's all good. I know what I'm doing. Promise. Do you not want to... Okay. It's confusing me because when it's inside the splitter, it's on ground level, but as soon as I move it out, it remembers that I actually want to build one higher. So that's fine. Are you gonna... No, you're not gonna go all the way along there, so... Take that there, and then... Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm not sure about that bit. I think that might be an angle too steep, yeah. So let's take that out. You're watching Exuma, Hypno, and then Cub, then Jevon. I think I might be up to date on Ether as well. Yeah, Joe puts out a lot of stuff. They're not always very long, Joe's videos, but he is rather prolific. I'm struggling to catch up with Doc at the moment because I was 3 episodes behind and they're so long. But I'm now only 1 episode behind, so making progress. And I think I'm up to date with Ren actually as well because he was on holiday. So he didn't have many episodes for me to be behind on. Okay. I'm also way overusing these power towers. I've got a lot of overlaps, lots of Venn diagrams going on. Which is not necessary, but because I don't know where I'm going to be building stuff in this lane, in this area, I don't want to stick a power tower in the wrong place. Although I guess this could go a bit further forward because I know that I'm going to be putting storage units here. Right. We'll just leave that complaining for the moment. It's not like it would be making anything anyway. And then I can put a splitter for the cog here. I had such high hopes for getting this done today, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I've made progress. I've made progress that I'm happy with. Right, you are not allowed to go over there because... Oh no, I don't need a logistics distributor on top of that, but still, it'll look untidy. Can't be having that. Okay. Right, oops. Yeah, this is definitely getting tricky to place down. So I think I'm going to have to go like that and then delete it and then take it the other way. Is this how much catch up on Corrales? I haven't actually watched any of Corrales' stuff this season. It is a good concept though, so I probably should, but I don't really have time to watch everybody, so I'm having to just pick favourites. That is a good idea to pick hermits that have the fewest videos so that you can get caught up to them. I tend to watch on based on who I want to watch first. Right, you need the cogs. Yeah. Do. Okay, once again, it doesn't need to come out that far, but it does sort of need to come out a reasonable distance so that then I can make it turn a corner. Yep. And then down to ground level, please. Okay, so now I just need to get the iron along here, which is coming from this direction, and I think I want it to be running along the front. Yeah, because I don't think that will reach to this row. I can double check, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna. Nope, too far. Which means I could have changed these, tucked them in, but again, I've got lots of room. You know, this is the area that I've got to work with, and I'm not even a quarter of the way around, so it's fine. I don't need everything to be piled directly on top of itself. One of my friends described my satisfactory building style as a minimalist maniac. Which was, yeah, true. Harsh, but true. I just like it when things are all like tucked together and neat. Oh, that's so... Again, like that is not neat. That is neat. I like it. I like it. Like just a tiny little curve, not this weird angle thing that's going on over there. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop making villager noises. Just so easy to do when I'm confused or thinking though. Okay. This one I think I'm going to put here because there's the Tesla Tower. No, that's the Tesla Tower. There's the other thing. The power tower? Wireless power tower. Which needs that. So I can put the wireless power tower here, I think. And then its storage can go here, and then I can do the satellite distribution, and its storage can go here. And then I've got like a nice little cluster of power things. Right, I don't want this to be completely full of wind turbines. But it's good to have a few, actually. If there's a planet which has strong wind conversion rate, then I probably will just spam down a load of wind turbines. What am I doing? Logistics. Dying crow noises. Yeah, probably. I blame my throat. I probably should have gone and got another drink. I will actually do that in a second. Because I've just run out. Just run out of my drink. Right, I don't think I can move that any closer. Because I think it's gonna throw up an error. So I probably just want one stack of these. And I should probably put the power down again. Yeah. Oh. Not quite close enough to get that other... There we go. Now that sorter's included. Foundation slowly filling up again. Still got way more depots than I will probably ever need. But that's fine. And then that's filled up too. Okay. My inventory is filling up with cogs, which is what I want to try and avoid. Okay, so I am making those, so I can bring those along as well. Maybe tuck them down here? Oh. That's sort... Oh no, what am I doing? That sorter was correct, but I've forgotten the sorter that goes from here into there, which is why this wasn't filling up with anything. Okay, right. I don't think I need any more iron, so that can get destroyed. And then, yeah, another one of these. And I want to take out of that storage facility, so I need to give it a little bit of breathing room. Like that. I'm setting these filters just in case. So you know sometimes when I'm looking in here and I press the wrong key and then everything in my inventory ends up in the storage depot. So I'm setting these filters just to make sure that I don't get any wrong items if I do end up with an accident like that happening. But you are not making Tesla towers, you're making wireless power towers. And then I need to get these plasma exciters over there. And yeah, I've just got a nice free run here, so I think I'm just gonna take it out across and then background rather than adding it into these sort of stacks or anything. Yeah, can't go there, but I can go like that. And then I just want to see if I can... yeah, I can't get it on the corner slot. So it does need to go right that way. And once again, I've placed... I say once again, but this time I have placed the sorter the wrong direction. There we go. Yeah, just checking. Definitely can't do that. Oh. Did we get... What? Why did I get a message pop up about a broken ghost turret? We're not even under attack currently. We're shortly going to be under attack again. This is, yeah, this is very thin on defenses. If it goes that way, then I think I'm going to have to join in and help out. Definitely some room for improvement on my perimeter there. Okay, I need to curve this back down a little bit. So that I don't run into that issue with the splitter there. And then I think I can... Oops. Not do that. Let's do a diagonal here. And then hopefully that will connect. But it didn't, of course. My hopes are shattered. There we go. Okay, so now I can make these little dudes and put them into their own storage over here. And yep, okay, because I've copied it, it's remember the setting. And I'm not going to get 30 stacks of these. Which, to be honest, I'm more likely to use 30 stacks of these than I am 30 stacks of small depots. This is probably the most small depots I will ever put down, is in this marketplace area. Because we've got one for every different item that I'm making here. Okay. So, what I can do now... I say what I can do. I don't know if I've got all the materials actually to make this. No, I don't. Okay, I'm not even making frame material. Okay, so I can't make these yet. But at least when I get there, it will be ready. Okay, I think... I don't know what the frame material's used for, other than... So it's used for making Dyson Sphere stuff. Not the game, the actual thingy. This. Which we should have a look at some point. Probably soon. So yeah, it makes components for that and then this. So I think probably what I'm going to do is have a big facility where I make the Dyson Sphere components, and I will just steal a few off of those to make my satellite substations, rather than set up another production facility for these. Yeah. Although, I guess I'll need to make a few if I want to make any satellite substations. Anyway, right. I am going to grab a drink, but I'm literally going to be 30 seconds, so I'm not going to put a break up. But I will be right back. Right. I have returned. So I'm actually... I mean, it's not finished, but I am feeling good about the progress that I've made on the market. I think what I've added is looking reasonably neat. That's what I'm trying to avoid is spaghetti conveyor belts, and also for this part here, which is making materials, I wanted room to expand if I need it, because the problem with my old location, other than being in prime factory building space, was that I couldn't expand it easily. Whereas I can with this setup. But let's have a look at the actual... Excuse me while I explode. Yeah, the actual Dyson Sphere menu. So I can't make Dyson Sphere components yet. This is our sun. Kappa Carinae. So all I can do at the moment is add orbits. And they are different sizes. It's been a while since I've done this. Because you get a lot more from the actual Dyson Sphere rather than the solar sail orbits. Also, there probably is some sort of logic about which orbit is good. But I'll admit I don't understand any of that. So, yeah, I think like a small orbit radius is good. I'm also not sure how this interacts with the dark fog, because last time I did this, the dark fog wasn't a thing. So yeah, this tilts it, which is useful for if I've got multiple orbits going on. Let's do the angle that looks like the little nucleus drawings. What is the... Oh, okay. Don't know what that means. I mean, I can see what it's doing, but I don't know what impact that has. Is that us? No, that can't be us. So yeah, I don't actually know if I can see the planets. I mean, clearly they're not going to be interfering with the planets. But I think there is a situation. Yay, finished my research. There are some solar systems where you can actually build a Dyson sphere that's bigger than the orbit of the closest planet to the sun. Yeah, let's create that orbit. Why not? And then I need to make some solar sails, and I also need to work out how to get out of this menu. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we can use that to get energy and dark matter. Photons? Photons. And then you split it into antimatter and... Okay. Yeah, these are definitely getting stronger. Oh dear. I feel like we're getting close to a breach there. So yeah. Another priority is going to be shoring up my defenses. Do not fly straight through the dark fog. That would be a very bad idea. Yep, I need to come back. I won't do that on stream either. Because again, it's just placing lots of things vaguely in a pattern. Which I guess could describe the entire game, to be honest, but yeah, I've definitely got some defenses here that needs strengthening to make sure that we don't get any outbreaks of dark fog. That would not end well. But yeah, I shall do that before next week, so that we're all nice and safe. I'll probably do it before the next dark fog attack, actually. Anyway. So, what do I need to make solar sails? And I need to make a launcher for them as well. I don't know if I was given one of those when I researched it. I don't think so. Yeah, so an EM rail ejector, of which I don't have enough supermagnetic rings. I think I'm probably missing the energetic graphite for that. And then the solar sails themselves. This pink thing and graphene. Okay, so I probably, at least to start off with, will just take from here to make that. And then I should be making graphene somewhere in this main area. Signal towers. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make one of these because it would be nice. Like, it would make my job easier if I could direct them all to one location, because then I can focus my defenses in that area. But it's just this increases threat thing that worries me. I definitely don't want to just be randomly increasing my threat with the dark fog. Okay. Yep. I'm just doing a little tidying up. Oh dear. Yeah, crimes against logistics have been happening over here. Yeah, I guess I should make somewhere that's doing all of these drains, and oh, there's so much to do. I've still got the gatherers and the smelters and the research stations and oh dear. Yep, everything is fine. I don't know if I'm ever going to use the traffic monitors, so I'm not going to worry about those yet. Okay, and I've already forgotten what I was over here for. Solar sails? Yes, solar sails. Graphene. Which, yeah, I'm making here. Not into that. That's titanium. Oh. Yeah. Just working out where my titanium was coming from. Like, I know it's got to be somewhere. Right, so I think my graphene is going in this little thingy-mabob here. Yeah. All of our organic crystal is being made into yellow science, so... Don't have any of that spare. Okay, I don't know what the range on my logistics distributors is at the moment. I'm assuming it's not going to reach that far, though. That's like half the planet. And we've increased it by 20 degrees, I think. Okay, I think I might need to make this pink stuff, which has a name. Photon combiners. But the recipe is so annoying. Just want to shoot some stuff at the sun. Is that too much to ask? Oh, I also needed an... I always call it energetic graphite, but I'm not sure that's the actual proper name. Land. Oh, it is. Energetic, yeah. Let's do some manual crafting. Everyone loves a bit of manual crafting. Oh, but I'm out of magnets. Luckily, I've got a solution for that. Over here in my marketplace, where I make magnets. So yeah, I think my solar sail shooting into the sun will have to wait for next week. But hopefully I can get more of this market set up, and then next stream we can actually do some fun stuff rather than just stare at me making confused noises. Just like that one. What am I looking for? Magnets. How do they work? Yeah, I think I need some sort of overflow because I don't think we're getting... I think it's just the same items going round and round and not being picked up by the conveyor belt. So I'm not sure this will help any. So yeah, I could have a little bit where I take out some of this stuff that doesn't have a home. Probably a good idea. But back to magnets. There we go. Okay, let's make some of these. But I've put all my turbines away now. That's not enough turbines to do anything with. Luckily, I'm making those as well. Just here. This is why it's so nice. I can just go shopping in my little market. Right, I definitely don't need 33 of these, but probably 10 will do for the time being, so that I can make my EM rail ejector. Yep, that is exactly how many I need. I've got some processors on me. I just put all my cogs away. I've got some steel on me as well. Okay. I should probably put some of this steel in the storage chest. And then, yeah, I can grab these cogs to stop them going round and round and round forever. So yes, some of this stuff, like the engines, the graphite, and this energy shards, and the titanium actually, that stuff that isn't what I've put in there. We're now getting that as drops from the dark fog, which is pretty cool, but interfering with my storage setup. Okay, let's make one of these little guys. And then we can shoot sailor sails at the sun next time. Okay, we are coming to the end of the stream. So I think... yeah, I suppose I should have a little setup for titanium and stuff. I mean, we are now getting rid of some of these items, which is good. Yeah, still a lot of work here, but hopefully I can get it done before next time. What I was mostly worried about was this stuff, like the conveyor belts. Although I really should put down the Mark II. Yeah, like the sorter we can make, the sorter Mark II. I'm wondering if I want to swap these over. Because then I can have the turbines going to the Mark II conveyor belt and the Mark II thingamabob. Oh no, I can have the motor coming to the Mark II sorter and then the turbine going to the Mark III sorter, as well as the conveyor belt. And maybe make things a bit tidier. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to swap these two over. Let's do that quickly before the end of the stream. So I want to copy you and just bung you somewhere. And delete that one, and then move that. Yeah, it's a kind of a shame you can only copy stuff, you can't actually move it. That would be ideal. Okay. Alright, grab all of that. Oh dear. Destroy you. And then grab all of that stuff. It's fine if we make more conveyor belts than I need, because I'll always need conveyor belts. And they're an ingredient for the next level of conveyor belt, so nothing is wasted. And then you can go here. And I need to hook that up again. And I need to stick the sorters back in here. Yeah. Oops. No, I do need some sorters. There we go. Okay, so that needs the circuit board. And the iron bars, and then we can output to that. Okay, so now I can do Mark II sorters here. With the motors coming into them. And then I could do the Mark III sorter here. Somehow. Yeah. I need to think about how I'm going to lay that out, but it's a good idea, I feel. Okay, but for now, that's where I'm going to leave the stream. So I shall put my little end screen up. There we go. And say thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too dull. I promise next time I play Dyson Sphere, I'll be doing something more exciting. It'd be nice to get the purple science going so that I can go to even more new planets. Yeah, thanks for watching. Next week I shall do Minecraft probably on Monday, and then Dyson Sphere Wednesday again. And at some point I will get a new Minecraft video out when I actually edit it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Actually, while I'm rambling in my outro, I was thinking maybe I would stream the Friday co-op gaming. So I'm playing Chain Together on Friday with some friends who are also YouTubers. But yeah, I was thinking maybe I'll stream that. See how it goes. I haven't streamed any co-op stuff before, just because it can be a little bit chaotic. But I thought maybe I'd give it a go. Could be interesting. And yeah, I've played Chain Together, but not with these people, not with this group. And also last time I played it, I took it very chill. So yeah, I don't know what difficulty we're planning on playing, and I don't know how many players we're going to have as well. I think it's a maximum of 4. But yeah, I think I'll stream on Friday. So it's an hour later than this stream started, so it's 8 p.m. GMT. Until whenever I get too tired to carry on, I guess. But yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. See if I enjoy it. And yeah, I'll see you there. Thanks for hanging out. Bye. Hope you have a good rest of your day, however long that may be.